Hello, my most amazing artists. We are going to start our Ruby Finds a Worry line project. So you should have watched the book Ruby Finds a Worry and listened to the story about Ruby and her worry and how she helped make that worry smaller. My favorite part of that book is the illustrations, and the illustrations are the pictures in that book. And if you look at the worry, it looks like it's made up of all kinds of lines. And that's what we're talking about. We have been talking about the element of art line for the last couple art classes. So today we're going to make our very own worry. But the first thing we need to do is give our worry an eyes or some eyes. And we want to give our worry some emotion with those eyes. And we did talk about that at our very first emotion project. So let's talk or show different ways we can draw those eyes to make your worry look worried. So it's a couple really easy shapes. You start with some circles. It doesn't matter if your circles are the same size or they're more oval than they are round. Sometimes your worry could have really big pupils, or they could be smaller. Sometimes your worry could have longer eyes, and their pupils could be down towards the bottom to make them look a little more worried. Sometimes your eyes can have little eyelids to make them look a little more sad or concerned. There's lots of ways we can draw our eyes. You can draw them big, you can draw them kind of small. You can put your pupil towards the top to make him look a little bit more annoyed or aggravated. You can even put almost like his eyelids at the bottom to make him look like he's tearing up and he's really worried. So when you make your eyes for your worry, you can give him a lot of emotion just on how you put the eyes. See all that difference? That's probably all I can think of, and you might be able to think of more. So once you decide on the type of eyes you like, then you can start thinking about eyebrows. Now the worry had really straight eyebrows, and you could do that. And when you do your eyebrows, you can make that line really thick or fat to make it look like really thick, bushy eyebrows. You can have your eyebrows kind of turned down to make him actually look worried. You can keep them separate. You can kind of curve them, or you can even bring them down. So remember, when you add those eyebrows, you get a lot of different expressions. So find an eyebrow combination that you like and keep that in your head. So this is practice. If you like to practice and figure out which eyes you like, you can, or you can just kind of go for it when we start drawing. So what you need for this project, right now you'll need a pencil, a black permanent marker from your kit, and it does need to be a permanent marker because the washable markers will not work with steps we're going to do next week. Then you need a square piece of paper. We are using a 9-inch square of white drawing paper in the art class, but you can draw with whatever you have at home. You do want it to be a little bit thicker because we might be painting on these next week, and you don't want to use printer paper that's too thin. On your paper, you're going to use a pencil first, but I'm going to go ahead and draw it with a black permanent marker just so you can see it easy on camera. We want to find the center of our paper, about right here, slide our finger up to the middle, and then right about here is we want to place our eyes. We want our worry to have pretty big eyes, not so big they take up the whole paper, but we don't want teeny tiny eyes either because then we can't see it with all the stuff we're going to do to create our worry in a minute. So find the middle, slide up, and I know I want to put my eyes right about here. Now I have my drawing practice sheet, and my favorite kind of eyes are kind of this one, so I'm going to do this one. So I'm going to go ahead and draw. Not super big, but not super small. I'm going to put the pupil in and color that in. So once you draw with the pencil and you like the way your eyes and your eyebrow look, go ahead and outline and color it in with your black permanent marker. Now, this black permanent marker is really juicy, so sometimes it'll get on your table beneath it. So to protect your table at home, you might want to put a piece of paper underneath it. So I like the eyebrow, the really thick one eyebrow that goes kind of across. So I'm going to just do that really thick eyebrow. And that's done. So I am done with this black permanent marker. So I can put that away. So my worry is ready for step 2. Step 2 will come in a minute.